much for stopping by. My name is Karina. This is Mexican and Carnivore. Today we're going to talk spices and condiments. Although the carnivore diet is a diet that preferably would be only meat or animal products with spiced only with salt, that is very difficult for some people to get used to. It has been for me. And although it is ideal to do it only with salt, it may not be easy for people that are coming from the standard American diet to get used to only eat with salt. That may be a deterrent for them. That may be something that would prevent them from sticking to the carnivore diet. So this is my humble opinion, I believe that using some spices and using some condiments can help us to stick to the carnivore diet. They are not going to be perfect. They're not going to be super clean, but they are going to be a lot of things that are going to help us in our process. And we're going to be advancing in small steps towards, getting into a strict carnivore protocol. In my case, I use some spices every once in a while. I do not have a reaction to them. I'm going to say that if you do have a reaction to some spices, prevent them, obviously. But if you don't, you can use them in small amounts like garlic powder, onion powder, celery powder, pepper, paprika, stuff like that. I would stay away from anything that is already mixed up because they usually have sugar in them, like sazon and some of those seasonings. But if it's just only a powder like onion or garlic just by itself, it may be okay for you to eat. I'm going to say if you can use it sparingly, very seldomly, not all the time, just to kind of spice up your meal, I would do that. Now, I do not use spices. Every once in a while, I use a little bit of garlic powder and onion powder, but not often. I mostly season with salt. What I do use are condiments or sauces to dip in, like if I eat chicken wings or pork, or if I eat pork rinds or pork cracklings, I use hot sauce. I'm Mexican and I do miss eating all this hot salsas and stuff like that, but I have tried to use something to still help me to enjoy those things that I like without compromising too much or going too far out of the carnivore realm. So I'm going to show you some of the things that I do use. Hopefully they can be helpful to you. Okay. So the main thing that I use when I eat pork rinds or pork cracklings is Valentina sauce. It's almost empty. It's a salsa called Valentina. This sauce is about $1.50, I believe, and it only has chili pepper, vinegar, salt, and spices. No sugar in it at all. It is 0 carb, and I just put a little bit of a splash on it, probably a tablespoon in my whole bowl of crackling. So this is great for me. If you like something spicy, this is the way to go. I love it. I grew up eating this, and this is really great. I love it. Another thing that I like a lot when I eat, for instance, chicken wings is dip them in sour cream. I dip them in sour cream. I like ranch. I have ranch here, and I have not used ranch for a while. If I really, really crave ranch, I mix the sour cream with the ranch to dip my wings. I try not to do it often, but if sometimes I want something different, a different taste, so that's what I would do. Ranch does have some sugar in it and seed oil, so the best thing to do is avoid it. But if you want a little bit, you can use it, or you can mix a pack of or a little bit of the ranch dressing powder into sour cream and make a little bit more savory dipping for your wings. So that's a good option. I think it's good. I love it. Another thing that I use for my wings also is a little bit of a sprinkle of Parmesan cheese. Um, if I usually get wings from Buffalo Wild Wings because they're fried in tallow. Every once in a while I get them from other places where I know they fry them in seed oils. That's not ideal. I'm not saying it's good. I'm saying that's what I do when I'm in a rush and I do not have time to cook at home. Sometimes we may stop at a restaurant. So Parmesan cheese, if you are at home or if you're out of the restaurant, you can request to have some Parmesan cheese on the side and you can just sprinkle them over your wings and they're really great. What else do I have here? Okay. Another thing that I like to use when I eat hamburgers or meat patties, I use ketchup and I use mustard. Now, the ketchup that I've been using is the Primal Kitchen ketchup. This ketchup is a little bit pricey. It's probably close to $5 for this little bottle, which is only 11.3 ounces. But the ingredients in this is just organic tomato, organic balsamic vinegar, white wine vinegar, um, salt, onion powder, garlic powder, and spices. There is not there's no sugar on this at all, not even sucralose or dextrose or any of those substitutes or fake sugars. There's zero sugar, zero sweetener. In the beginning, when you try this, you're gonna taste the difference, but I got used to it pretty fast and I really like it. I don't use a lot. I probably don't use more than 1 tablespoon. That is, with my whole meal. So I don't use a lot, like, I don't dump the whole bottle on my meat or anything, but that helps me when I want a burger and I just put my burger, cheese, bacon, all that good stuff. And then I put just a little bit of this on it. And also I put mustard. I use the regular mustard that I find at the store. This is only mustard vinegar, paprika, and turmeric and salt. It doesn't have any sugar. It has no carbs in it. And I use very little, probably about a teaspoon in my meal because, mustard is really strong. But you can use this on pork, on any meat that you want, on hot dogs. I eat hot dogs from time to time when I don't have a lot of time to cook. And I put a little bit of that ketchup, a little bit of this mustard on the side, and I just gonna dab my hot dog in there. So it's really great. I think it's a great tool. I also use sugar-free barbecue sauce. Now this has sugar in it. Well, not real sugar, but it has fake sugars in it. It has, let me find it. Where is it at? Well, you have cornstarch, modified cornstarch, so that's not really great, but sucralose, that's what I was looking for. It has sucralose in it. It's not perfect, it's not super clean, but if you compare this to the regular barbecue sauce, it is a huge difference in sweetness and huge difference in carb count. Not that I am counting carbs, I don't, but I'm just, for those that do, I'm just saying this is a 2 grams of carbs for 2 tablespoons. Usually I do not use more than 1 tablespoon in my meal. I usually use this for pork when I do like a roast, and I just dab my meat in there just a little bit, just to give it a little bit of a taste, because to me pork is kind of bland, so I put a lot of salt in it, and then I put barbecue sauce. Again, if you have any reaction to any of the ingredients, please don't use it. Use them wisely and use them sparingly. Don't use them all the time. Another thing I use is a vegetable. I use pickles. Pickles, I use them when I have a taste for something really salty. I can eat one of these jerkins. I especially use the jerkins because one of these little pickles is the size of what I will eat. I don't go crazy on pickles. I eat one of them and that's it. Um, they have obviously no sugar. They're dill pickles, and I really like them. When I make chicken salad or tuna salad, I get one of these babies and I cut them up really fine just to give it a little bit of crunch and a little bit of that briny, vinegary taste I like. So I do that. I don't do them a lot. I probably would use them once a week, if that. So they're a great tool as well. Um, if you miss your veggies, maybe this is something that you can try to use and still don't be too out there, too crazy with your veggies. So pickles are good. I think they are. And last but no least, where is it? Here. Okay. Mayonnaise. This is my first time utilizing this mayonnaise. I'm gonna confess that throughout my journey, since even in my attempts that I didn't last longer in the carnivore diet, I use mayonnaise. It is not the best thing to use. I admit to that. It has seed oils in it, but I needed it for my salads. Now, I found a recipe by Laura Spath on YouTube, I believe, or Instagram, and she made a chicken salad with this mayonnaise, the Primal Kitchen avocado oil mayonnaise, and using sour cream. So I didn't have the mayonnaise back then when I started making the salad, but I did mix half and half mayonnaise, regular mayonnaise, and sour cream. Um, I think it was better than using only the mayonnaise, but I decided to give this a try. This mayonnaise is expensive. It is about $8 and change probably. So it is really pricey. It only has 12 ounces. The taste is different. I'm going to say that. But if you want to go on a more healthy route, if you want to say this has avocado oil in it, not seed oils, it has no sugar, and it is zero carb. It just has avocado oil, organic eggs, organic egg yolks, vinegar, and sea salt, and organic rosemary extract. So this is a better choice if you would like to include mayonnaise. And I only use it when I want to make a salad, like a chicken salad or a tuna salad. That's it. So those are the things that I use to help me keep my carnivore journey a little bit more, with more variety. Um, my hope is that at some point I can eliminate those things and do not need them at all. And I don't eat them as often as I used to, but they help me. If I want something and I just want it to be different, a little bit, a different flavor to it, that's what I use. And I forgot to mention, one of the other things I use, I didn't bring it here, is Old Bay. Um, I believe Old Bay does not have any sugar in it. It's kind of a celery kind of taste. If you have not tried it, it's really good. My favorite wings are Old Bay wings. So basically, if I make it myself, I just, you know, whether fry them or bake them, and when they're hot, I sprinkle the Old Bay seasoning on them, and it is delicious. I love it. It's kind of my favorite seasoning on the wings. So that's another option. So like I said, if this is only a tool, it is not the bulk of your eating is only a tool to keep you focused, to don't revert back to your old ways, and just because you miss eating something really tasty, go back to eating Doritos or Fritos or potato chips or cookies and cake, or the regular sauces. Just little by little, clean up those things that are not good for you. So these may not be the perfect options, but they're much better options than the regular stuff. So I hope this video was helpful to you. Thank you so much for staying a little bit longer with me, and you have a wonderful day. God bless.